Oh, hey guys. So, that load didn't happen. It did cancel. To be fair, there was the risk with the holiday. Yeah. It still worked in my favor, actually. Actually worked out slightly better, actually. And it ended up making a little bit more money. But I had positioned myself on the border of Tennessee at the time, and Nashville. I mean, it's half hour. So parked in Laverne, right? Waiting for it to figure out where I got to go for the load. Got a Tawnu, which technically I wasn't even where I was supposed to go. But hey, what do you know? All right, so it was a third. So now I'm trying to fucking it was a third? No, it was a fifth. It was a fifth. Because this week was the 5th through the 10th. Short week. Very short week. Very good week. I did try getting another load that would just do a day run. Couldn't find shit. I mean, I did find a load. It just delivered on Saturday, like first thing Saturday morning, like 0100. So, but this, you know, it's a very efficient week. Very efficient. Let's get to it. All right. So Laverne, Tennessee, 4 mile deadhead from that fucking TA down there. Okay. To West Jefferson, Ohio. Watch this guy not back into me. Yeah, he is fucking all over my hood. Get off my hood. There you go. Fucking Christ. Some of these people, the way they back. I gotta be a little distracted on this guy first. Alright, he's barely getting in. There's all kinds of fucking room here. All kinds of fucking room, and this guy is like 2 inches off my mirror now. I guess that's better than my hood. Mirror's cheap. That hood's $5,000. Yeah, there you go. You wanna know how much a hood costs? That was Freightliner price. Probably, they're all roughly the same though nowadays. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Now I'm done getting distracted. Crisis averted over here. All right, so from the 5th to the 10th, Monday to Thursday, Wednesday, Laverne, Tennessee to West Jefferson, Ohio, which is Columbus, pretty much, just east of Columbus, or just west of Columbus. So I don't remember where I picked up. Some cold storage. Oh, United States Cold Storage going to Target DC. Now here's where things get interesting. I know Target DCs are generally on the slower end, 4 to 7 hours. That's what you're looking at with Target DCs. You might be a little surprised. Get in and out quickly. Assume with Target DCs, it's 4 to 7 hours. So I thought that, kept that in mind, and I got a fucking great rate. So, what the fuck they have it posted for? I think they have it posted for 1,100, 1,000. It's either 1,000 or 1,100. I need to remember to start writing down what they actually had it posted, because I do get more money. Generally get more money. Maybe fucking $20. $50. Generally the rule is you can probably easily get another $100 or so. I generally go 10 to 20% on the rate. I asked for 1,400. I got 1,400. Which my cut was $1,232. So loaded $394. This day round, right? Pick up, deliver Saturday morning. Or Friday morning? Saturday morning. Picked up Friday, delivered Saturday morning. Total $398, $309 a mile. I do this shit every fucking week if it was there. You know, this Target pain in the ass, whatever. United States Cold Storage, like I said, Target DC. Negative 10 star stop, 27,000 pounds. Brokos Yellen. Truck. What did I even put? I think I did 65 miles an hour up. It got 8 MPG. I was happy with that. Very happy. It was a good MPG week, period. To be fair, the truck barely had to work, right? Now, I still did get over 3,000 miles worth a week, but it wasn't because of these two loads. It's because of the load, the third load I picked up the final Saturday. That's why. But between these two loads, it's cake. And then I'm in Columbus, right? I'm like, and these for the weekend, there's 3 of these loads, and I can already tell you that when they're paying fucking like 260, well, 240 to 270 a mile. The one I won, I was taken off the board, but this one's still here, and I called about this. I think before I even got up there. Especially for weekend loads, I already knew something. There's gonna be a catch, right? Because especially with multi-stop, it's first come first serve, cross dock, fine. And this is also ended up being a bummer, not because of the load itself, but because of what happened afterwards. All right, let's get into it. It was Grove City, Ohio. So 22-mile deadhead for me, right? They had it posted for 3,600. I for 4K. I got 3,980. And they really didn't want to give me that extra $20. Whatever. My cut was 3,502. So 22-mile deadhead for a 5-dropper. Okay, that finaled Wednesday night. And if I had known about the last stop, I could have gotten another load in anyways. So I just don't know if this is normal for that last stop, but we'll get into it. So 5-dropper, Grove City, Ohio pickup to Quincy, Florida, first stop. That's Panhandle. That's right west of Tallahassee. To Savannah, Georgia. Okay, a little interesting. Savannah, Georgia. Hi, Dan. To Midway, Georgia. To Elkton, Florida. To Lakeland, Florida. So the routing actually makes sense. I preferred it was loaded the opposite way, to where Savannah and Midway would be by 1 and 2, then Elkton, then Lakeland, then Quincy being the final, because that could have got me more money getting out. Better market. Panhandle, Florida is always a better market to be in. You have produce down there you can get a hold of. It's also you're right fucking there on the border pretty much. It's deadheading up into other states. It's not awful. So it was, let's see, Super Value was the first drop in Quincy, Florida. Dollar Tree was Savannah. Target DC, Midway. Keehee and Elkton. Fuck Keehee. Publix and Lakeland. And Publix actually surprised me. They have overnight parking, which is cool. Do they? No, I don't know. I don't know. I slipped to the way station. That's like Tampa. But Publix had me in and out in an hour, with lumper paid, and bills in hands. I mean, I don't remember how many fucking pallets. I think it was 6. All right, so let me get some more details on this, guys. So the loaded was 1451. So like I said, 22 miles deadhead, 1451 loaded miles. Total 1473 for a 237 mile. 237 a mile. That's my cut. So obviously, I kind of know how to fucking price shit. And by the way, anybody who tells you, you don't move your truck under $3 or $4 a mile, you're not fucking getting that on average. No, I mean, can you do that short haul? Sure. I mean, but generally it's gonna be 270, 290. I mean, it's hard. Short hauls is easier. I can get fucking $3 to $4 a mile all fucking day I want on short hauls. But that doesn't tell you everything. I went 2,200 miles in Dallas, made $500. Whoop-de-fucking-do, right? That doesn't pay all the fucking bills. That was a day rate. There was a difference between a day rate for literally fucking 20 miles, because picked up that day, delivered very first thing next morning, and $300 to go 100 miles, 500 miles to go 100 miles. That shit doesn't really add up. Yeah, it helps your fuel cost, but you still got to make a certain amount of revenue to pay bills. So really, the only really way these short hauls are really worth it is the equipment's paid off. Because fuel price is relatively fixed. If you do 1,000 miles, you still have whatever your mileage is for that 1,000 miles. It doesn't change. So for me, I could do that for like $400. Cool. That's with overfilling. I'd probably put in fucking 100 gallons just to say shiggles, right? Whatever, right? But I always love hearing people say that there is such thing as a fucking giant paintbrush stroke for this industry. No. That fucking yellow Volvo right there, that previous generation of this, it gets worse MPG than this thing. Now, that thing should be paid off, so he does have lower ceiling. You know, he's got some more headroom to work with than I do. But I also have a pretty low, cost a mile run. There's a reason why I don't talk about my net though, because everybody, I can mention, I run 10 grand, right? I make 6 grand. People are like, oh, I could make more. What do you fucking do? Are you really gonna fucking try to fucking EP fucking content over here over 6 grand profit? Are you fucking for real? Yeah, I can make more too if I had my equipment was all paid off. I don't care. Don't care. What works for you doesn't have to work for me, and what works for me doesn't have to work for you. These are just for, here's what's going on. Alright, so 50 degrees, and honestly, it was barely a fucking reefer load. It was a reefer load for like 4 pallets, and I don't even know which pallets it was, because this is like, it was 39 pallets in this fucking trailer, by the way. So it tells you right there, that was LTL, 40,000 pounds, and that wasn't bad actually. The broker did email me thanking me for doing a great job, because I did. Dollar Tree got off a day early, like 10, 12 hours. Target now. No, I had to wait for my point for Target. Ended up trying Fuddruckers though down there in Midway at the TA. Actually good. I'll have to remember that place because that was delicious. They didn't want to work with us again, and I did end up booking 2 loads. Got 2. So my other driver came from Columbus, right? All these fucking loads come out of Columbus. 9 dropper. The pick the Friday, the final Wednesday. 9 dropper would have been, keyword would have been, I think where to start. I think I had 5 grand. I fucking did 6,000 on it. I got it. So man, that was I think it was like 220 a mile was deadhead. Going west, I don't fucking care. That's a lot of work for going west, but going west for over $2 a mile, that's a fucking win. That's a win, especially from that area. And it was only fucking, what was it, like 24 miles? Whatever, easy on the truck. I mean, it was only gonna be like 30,000 pounds. Booked myself another one. I'd have to fucking run for this one though. But Columbus to Salt Lake City, all fucking 5 drops were in Salt Lake. Well, around the greater Salt Lake area. Grand Steel, Walmart, Salt Lake. I don't remember where the other ones were. Pretty much didn't happen though. Oh wait, no, it wasn't 5. I had 9 also. Then it happened because they changed their policy on insurance, and it's just a little too expensive for us right now. What they want, it ain't worth it. So I was getting ready to haul this shit every fucking week. That's what I was doing. For that money, $237. And by the way, going west, if you notice, I got 2 loads going west. So I would immediately grab 2 loads and set my trucks east. And I don't care if I got a deadhead 400 miles through here, because this shit still pays good. Not this one generally, but they have stuff going to California. Like I said, I mean, this one was 237, and that was barely in deadhead. I mean, that's easy work on the truck. 1,500 miles. If it wasn't for the 3rd trip that I won't be going on this week, which I needed to fill the truck up completely, I'd only done like what, $1,000 in fuel. That's a little bit overfilling. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. Now, some news on the truck. I did replace the oil rings. I don't know if I said I had a coolant leak in this truck. So the coolant reservoir. This is the pin. That's the coolant reservoir, the overflow tank, right? There's two of the top, tiny lines that go into the top. Right there, right? Right above the engine, right above the radiator. The O-rings on that gave out. I knew about it, known about it. It's been like that for a month. It's just been drifting coolant out. So I've been keeping the coolant level relatively low, around the mid. Doesn't hurt the truck, but around the mid. That way the pressure doesn't get up, push the coolant up and out. Because I was having a hard time finding O-rings that fucking tiny. They're smaller than my pinky. They're smaller than that. I mean, the little black part. They're smaller than that. And I also fucking left my picks at home, and I couldn't find a shop that would lend me a pick. And I didn't want to fucking go buy picks that I already owned. Fucking pinching pennies over here. No, I'm only pinching pennies because I fucking had 5 weeks of unplanned downtime. Oh, okay. Excuse me. 3.5 weeks of unplanned downtime. The 2 weeks of home time were planned. That was planned. So pennies add up. Stupid, but it adds up. But also, remember I was saying this truck likes to lose all of its air? Found it. Pure luck. I was under the hood, popped the hood, right? And I do a pretty sure I do. But you cannot hear this when the truck's running. You cannot hear it when there's trucks running outside you. You cannot hear when there's any wind. There can't be any fucking noise. The only reason I heard it, because I was this far away from it. Pure luck of literally moving it. And I thought I heard it, but I wasn't sure. I was like, what the fuck am I hearing, right? Because it's not the loud air whistle that you're used to. It's very whisper quiet. It's like mouse breathing. Like, it's stupid. Ready for it? It's under the hood. The main tractor valve supply. When you push the valves in, that's it. It's a 2-piece and it's starting to go out. $130 part. It'll be replaced in the next couple of weeks. I'm just gonna swing by Fleet Pride and then pay somebody like an hour labor on some downtime. I don't think I have all the correct wrenches. I have one wrench that's adjustable. I don't know. I'll see. I found the leak. I didn't really look into much more past that. I did find a leak though. So that problem's about to be solved. I don't know how I forgot about that thing under the hood. Because I did start pinpointing it though. Because, okay, so according to the tech, I did ask him a question about the tech because I'm not familiar with that part. I didn't even remember the name of the part. I had to go in there and ask, and he just says the main tractor valve supply. When this starts going out, unlike a steady air leak, this is variable. So like this truck, between 1 to 6 hours will lose all its air. I wake up every day with no air at all in either tanks in this truck. Like both of them are empty. I gotta build up air, so it's gonna be a little weird starting the truck up with air in it. But alright. He says normal behavior. You'll lose various amounts over a wide range of time, but you'll always lose air every day. You'll always wake up empty, pretty much. So. Learn something new. Also, at least on the Volvo, that it's easy to get to. Ain't hidden by shit. The connections are fine. It looks like the valve. There's a little chrome, stainless steel, silver, twisty thing on one end. My description of parts. That was a little loose. I tightened it some more, and it was still hissing air. So, I don't know. I'll just buy a new one. $130 part? Whatever. I mean, it's Fleet Pride. I'll swing by Fleet Pride, a Volvo shop. Maybe Volvo. I don't know. I don't know if I want to spend fucking $200 at a Volvo shop. But we'll get that fixed. Oh, but speaking of that, Target, I did have some OS&D on Target. And for Target, for those who know, Target hates fucking. Anything damaged is getting rejected. They don't give a fuck if it's the whole truck, one box, a whole pallet. They don't care. You're getting it back. So, they left one box on. I ended up getting a full box at least, 24 of them. Barbells. What is this one? Barbells, soft protein bar, salted peanut and caramel, 16 grams of protein, no added sugar. They're fucking delicious, by the way. Pretty much what this tastes like, it's a Snickers. It's a peanut butter cup. Soft version of peanut butter cup, though. It's like peanut butter cups are soft, but softer with caramel on in between the peanut butter and chocolate. So it also reminds me of Snickers, though, too. But like Snickers minus the peanuts. They're fucking delicious, though. And I only lost one. That box was crushed, and only one of them got popped open and was sticking to the box. So, like, I ate 3 of them so far. So 23. I have like 20 of these things left. Fucking delicious. It makes me want to try the other ones now. So, and they are soft. I could literally do this if I wanted to, but I'm gonna do that. Getting face raped by a tanker passed me. Alright, so next week though, y'all might think I'm fucking crazy. We'll get into that. I'm gonna put a tease. I'm gonna try to see if it fucking lasts. I'll put a tease though, because right now, nothing should happen. But I'm actually going to deadhead across the country 2,000 miles to save myself money. It will cost me less money to do that than to, well, because there's something lined up. That's the reason why I'm saying. 2,000 miles to get 9 to 11, 12 MPG to go cross country, then to spend to get $1.20, $30, $40 to go west to where I need to go by a certain deadline. And then I have to be there by a certain time. They can't move it. So, but the week following will pretty much act like I had nothing happened the week before. So, yeah, it's just gonna be interesting. It's just gonna be interesting. I am bummed about the Tennessee load. That fucking, well, I mean, it was an LTL load of Tennessee. I ended up getting an LTL load anyways, which I'm still bummed that insurance changed, because they really wanted to work with me. And I basically got 2 loads, and it's not like I was throwing low bids. $5,000, I threw 20%. That's an extra $1,000. And then the other fucking load, they had plus like 46. I mean, I wasn't gonna get much more because, but I did 5 and I got it just to lose it. Whatever. Shit happens, but yeah, I look forward to you guys calling me crazy next week. Because I'm only doing 2 loads next week. Wow. 2 loads. But I gotta get her across the country. If it stays. We'll see. Who knows? This tease might be fucking full of shit by the time that video comes out. But, you know, it's content. Anyways, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.